Sue's been organizing the program for about 20 years now.
Yes, I came here right after I retired. Needed another job.
Here we go, the heart of the meal program. So we have currently about 60 active volunteers. We're making 80 meals a day.
It's just remarkable when you realize, like, for all of our differences, we really are the same at our core. Everyone needs to eat, everyone needs to have shelter, everyone needs to have clothing. And when we strip away all of our differences, we all have a heart. We do the best we can with what we have, and I think that's all we're called to do. Yeah, warm food, warm place. I think that's what it's all about, is just making people feel safe, and hopefully that's what we're going to build upon as the community begins to realize that yes, this faith community is still open. We're not perfect, but we're doing what we can.
The real ministry has been the community outreach programs over the last 25 years. It's existed in various forms, and so it's been in from the cold, which used to be a 6-week period through the winter months, and then the end of the month when some people just had a harder time making ends meet. And so it just offered a place for people to belong and for people to get a warm meal. And so we are always looking to sort of expand on what's needed for those particular outreach programs. And so when the opportunity arose to collaborate with a few different community agencies in 2021 and host the drop-in, that really sparked an interest for a lot of people. And I think they just identified and saw the need of people experiencing food insecurity in Belleville and the greater areas.
This year so far, we've done 40,000 meals. Part of them, the lunch program, and part of them, the frozen meals that we give out on Fridays at lunch and at dinner.
The community has been very generous with their donations of food and certainly of excess resources and supporting in that way.
Meal programs are completely volunteer run. We do have one person on staff, Diane, and she coordinates all the volunteers who are working there in the kitchen.
You want to come in and meet some people?
Yes.
This is Craig. He's making soup. And this is Jennifer making cookies. So here we're making sandwiches for the daily lunch.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but right now the rate of people experiencing food insecurity is 23% in this area, which is the provincial average is 17%. So we do sit a little bit higher than the provincial rate, and so it's just something that the church sees as a need, and it's a way that we're able to kind of give back.
The meals are all handmade, a lot of donations, and then we buy whatever we need. So we have 2 organic farms that donate to us, Gleaners, the food bank, and then just anonymous people will come to the door of the church and offer us food, which is wonderful. We use it all.
We have Fiddlehead Farms, Lua Farms, Cobb's Bread, Metro, and Gleaners, who all donate food probably on a weekly, if not more, basis through the farms, especially right through the summer. And so Diane and the team, they're just phenomenal at making the food. I think of like the parable of the fish and the bread, and expanding that. And it's something that I see within that program with just the way that they're able to use their creativity to create meals with very little waste. And so everything gets used. If it's not served within the daily lunch program, it's applied to the frozen meal program, and they use that to essentially create individual portion size meals for people to pick up.
This was the gym where the drop-in used to be, so it could have been filled with 100 more people eating lunch. And then when the meals weren't happening, there would just be hanging out. There would be puzzles, books, computers. There was a nurse, housing advocates, community health, people with mental health and addiction, counselors. So there was a lot offered here.
Finances is always a concern, but I think that for this particular community, it's been a challenge for people to understand why the church is and has continued to provide this service. Something that grew out of the needs of people during COVID became blatantly clear that needs weren't being met, and the church stepped up and the community volunteers stepped up, and that need hasn't decreased, unfortunately, it's only increased. So one of the biggest challenges has been the relationships with the local downtown businesses, with the local people living in the area. And again, that's where we're trying to rebuild some of those bridges of understanding. Because truthfully, I as a parent, I totally understand where some of the concerns are coming from a business point of view as well. It's been very challenging for everyone involved.
Sue's been organizing the program for about 20 years now.
Yes, I came here right after I retired. Needed another job.
It's busy. It can be lively. You might hear clinking of dishes. You might hear little bits of, I don't know, laughter. I think a lot of the volunteers, they come from all sorts of backgrounds. So we have students who come in from like the CICE program or the culinary programs at Loyalist. But we also have people who are retired and looking to sort of find place and find belonging.
We have 54 that come weekly. Some come more than once a week. And then there might be 6 to 10 who are substitutes, so that I can phone them and just see, are you available for this day, this day, this day? So it's a nice roster. And a lot of them have been with the food program for 20 years. We're getting older now. Myself, I've been here 10 years. Yeah.
It's fun. It's something that they get to look forward to. They feel like they're giving back to the community in a way that matters to them. They share a similar vision, a similar goal, and not everybody, I think it's a way to give back behind the scenes.
And in here you get to see the frozen meals. Are you ready? Come on in. So these are the meals that we pack and give away every Friday over here. Just because then they can take them home to have them bread, baking, meat, soup.
We've had remarkably people who have come and used the program because they were themselves in need now step up and volunteer in the program. And I think that just shows full circle the way that the program isn't just helping somebody get a meal or have dinner that night. It's giving them a foothold to get to the next phase in their life and work towards something.
If someone is struggling, whether it's with their faith, whether it's with their finances, whether it's just anything at all in their life, it sounds rather cliche, but I would want them to know that they're not alone. We don't pretend to have all of the answers, but we will certainly, and I will certainly, do my best to provide assistance, whether that's a cup of coffee, whether that's a listening ear, whether it's reaching out to other community resources or other people that we know. I think a lot of the hurt in our world comes from not feeling heard, not having a safe place to just simply be yourself and let it hang out, and to say, you know what, I'm really struggling here, I could really use a hand. And I think that's part of what we're here for as a church, but it's most especially part of why we're here as people, is to just be there for each other.